Hi, this is Reflections, and I'm NancyJoy. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving weekend of 2011. I think it was a planetary changing weekend. There was an eclipse the day after Thanksgiving, a solar eclipse and new moon. So that's, of course, going to be the first of another one that's going to occur in December, which will be the lunar eclipse. So always this time between eclipses is very powerful. And this week, what I wanted to share with you to get a little into a personal experience that happened with me is a short little dialogue from the movie The Day the Earth Stood Still, 2008 movie. And the professor is talking to one of the aliens about, how to save the planet. And the alien basically says, well, there's no technology that can save your planet. Only the people can save it, and only by they reach a point of crisis, and then they make the most of it. Because the alien points out that we treat the world as we treat each other, not very well. And so the professor says, well, that's where we are, we're on the brink of destruction. And he says, you're right, but it's only at the brink that people finally discover that they have the will to change. And so when they are on this precipice, that's the precipice of evolution. Well, certainly, as we've all talked about, the end of the Mayan calendar last month, ending a huge evolutionary period, and we are certainly at a precipice. And, what I am noticing a lot now is that many people are experiencing their own individual versions of apocalypse, that waiting for one outside on the earth for a meteor or a comet to hit, or the next event of an earth change or whatever. The apocalypse is already here. It's inside of each of us, and it's how we're changing. So I find that exciting because I've as difficult as things may be, we are on a precipice, and on that precipice is when we find ourselves. We find the courage to let go of outdated mind patterns that have kept us stuck. We find the courage to jump into our imagination and take our power back and know that we're creators. It's in that space, like we've said before, it's the birth canal where we become so compressed, there's nothing to do but pop out into a new reality. And so this is very exciting. And I felt over the past years, I've watched many friends and family members and clients approach these precipices, and with a new consciousness. I watch them grow in a new way. Less and less and less of y'all out there and me are victims. And more and more find the will inside them to see these turns of events, these precipices, as opportunities. Being on the brink of destruction certainly changes you. And when you hit the wall like that, and then after you recover from the extreme emotional trauma and you shake your heads and you clear the fog, most of us then realize that we're taking our power back, and this is pushing us to move forward, discovering who we truly are. And I like to believe that what we're discovering is that we are incredibly powerful, and that we can choose our futures and our realities. And as some of you know, I've been involved in doing a lot of the work of the law of attraction and your wish is your command, the Kevin Trudeau stuff, and really been working hard, Abraham, all of that, putting it together in my own life. And as I said before, realizing how many of my thoughts and feelings are not what I know to be the truth. And if you know it and you don't apply it, you don't really know it, as I've said. And so what happened in my life, as I started doing this body of work in the summertime, June or so, and in September, when I thought, wow, my husband and I were turning things around, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. Within 2 short days during the Labor Day weekend, we got slammed from every direction you could imagine, except for health. which I'm very grateful for. We are both in very excellent health, and we have a lot of gratitude for that. But financially and emotionally, we really got hit, and it rocked our world. And this was just as I was heading off to Glastonbury, so I kind of got to escape it. My husband bore more of the brunt. But it is during that time we went through a catharsis from where the old pattern takes us of, okay, we believe in the law of attraction, so how horrible are we that we attracted this? What weren't we getting? What weren't we doing? Don't we go to that place so quick? What's wrong with us? Really, as we tumbled through it and out of it and back into a place of power, we realized that, yes, we created all that is an incredible opportunity for us to shed just those very old thought forms and patterns, just those things that we tend to go back to in times of stress, the old pattern, the old way. And so we created, because we'd been asking for some deep changes in our lives, in our situation, and in ourselves, we brought the precipice screaming and roaring toward us in one manner. And at some point, we stopped standing on the edge quaking. We held hands and we jumped. And we free-falled for a couple of months here, maybe. And then everything is starting to come together. And it's in that excitement that I want to share with you that you all have this ability at any time. Whether you've just lost a dear loved one through transition, whether you've had the loss of love of a relationship, you're in bankruptcy, you've just gotten really bad news about your health, whatever it is going on, something happened to one of your children, whatever it is going on in your life, truly it is your opportunity to take your journey consciously to a new level. And so the day the earth stood still, it's kind of like everything stopped and nothing could happen, nothing could move, until inside himself, this professor understood that it was really up to him to move. And it gets everything rolling. So it's up to you. If you're in a place that you don't like and all your thoughts are focusing on it and how much you don't like it and what's wrong with it, you're going to stay there and create more of it. You've got to do the work of embracing yourself, shifting, using those emotions to make a change in how you respond to things instead of having them keep you stuck. So food for thought, lots to be grateful for this Thanksgiving. We're heading into a crazy time, a great time, all kinds of things. Find your place in it and find your center and keep going back to that. It's the source of your power. Have a great week. And I do want to tell you, this is the time that the annual Heartlights session special begins with Ezekiel and I, where you can buy up to 3 sessions, good for ever. They don't expire, at one time at quite a lot of savings. So check it out up above. And for you YouTubers, there'll be a link here. And I hope that Ezekiel and I can talk to you. It's one of my favorite times of year because so many people take advantage of it. And you can give them as gifts. You can, it's pretty awesome, pretty wonderful, and a lot of fun. So if you've ever wanted to do this, take the leap, jump off your precipice, and let's chat. Have a great week. Bye now.